today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
4 on the carry. He's brought
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 64 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For a Cincinnati Bengals.
On the delay, Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
3rd down.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here's Watson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To the air yet again. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
On 1st and 10, Watson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
False start, offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 31.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Jake Elliott on.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The open man here, Renfro. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 40.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Back to throw, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
The wide
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
On the carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Watson's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd
from the gun. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Cleveland.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
25-yard line.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th.
They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Jones takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
It's out of the shotgun. It's Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Jones.
Aaron
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, the ball carrier.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile,